remember tonight, play with maximum effort, perfect attitude, play for each other, and just let the chips fall in there.
We're not David, by all means, but everybody is looking at us like we're David, and like they're Goliath, and like they can't be beat. Goliath can be beat. That's what we got to do tonight.
Everybody has counted you out. Nobody thinks you're going to win.
They ain't ran through the jungle. They ain't fought what we fought. Guys, guess what? Tonight, they in our jungle tonight, guys.
You wait a whole week for this, bro.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, stay down.
Coming up, the swan song of the 2017 EndZone. It all comes down to this. For all the toothpicks, Knox and Louisville playing a slugfest for a North half final. And then we meet again, Winona and Calhoun City going down to the final seconds. Wait till you hear how that one ended. We are one win away from a state title from Starkville, West Point, Nanawaya, Oklahoma, and everyone in West Alabama still playing. All the highlights next.
The WCBI EndZone Show with Robbie Donahoe and Tom Ebel is brought to you by OCH Regional Medical Center, Carl Hogan Toyota, East Mississippi Community College, and Max South.
We welcome you to our final EndZone show of the 2017 high school football season. Alongside Tom Ebel, I am Robbie Donahoe. We are presented by OCH Regional Medical Center. Our great partners with us as well, Carl Hogan Toyota, East Mississippi Community College, and Max South. We have our table full of winners that could play for state championship. And then the current champions right now, Starkville Academy winning the state title over Indianola last Saturday in an incredible game. Congrats again to Chase Nicholson and the Starkville Academy Volunteers. But let's get to the games tonight. 4A North half final. Could you really want anything else than the Toothpick Bowl to play for the state title?
WCBI High School Football Game of the Week is brought to you by Carl Hogan Toyota in Columbus.
Master versus Apprentice. MC Miller and Louisville taking on Tyrone Shorter and Knoxville County. Once again, it was the Tigers and the Wildcats. Second quarter, no score. Oh, we got a score after this. Armani Clark, Rashad Eads, wave goodbye. Touchdown for Knoxville County. They go up 7-0. After a Louisville punt, Knoxville's going to take over, and, well, they would get another touchdown because Keziah Pruitt. You put him in the backfield? How do you stop that? Touchdown, 14-0 Knoxville County. But like a good infomercial, wait, there's more. Here comes Monty one more time, and he is money. And here's Jaqueline Smith, who's equally money. See you later. It's Knoxville up 21-0 in the first half. But Louisville would hit back before the end of the half. Kevon Jackson with a touchdown run right here. 21-7 at the break. It was a one-score game in the final moments, but Knoxville got an interception to seal it. The Tigers will go play for the 4A state championship in a great finish. Knoxville 35, Louisville 28. A great season from Louisville, and you can best believe the Wildcats are going to be back next year. They got a really young team, and they're going to be really good next season. So, it'll be Knoxville County against the East Central Hornets for the 4A state championship. That game will be played Saturday, 3 p.m. at Vaught-Hemingway Stadium in Oxford. East Central, undefeated, hasn't lost a game this year, beat the heavy favorite in Poplarville tonight. And the Hornets, by the way, averaging 48 points per game. Wow. So that Knoxville defense will certainly be tested next Saturday when the Tigers take on East Central. So one area team playing for a state championship. What about, well, we knew we would get an area team out of 2A between Calhoun City and Winona. The rematch lived
Cardiac Cats.
It lived up to the hype once again.
It did. Robbie, this is the future. I'm telling you, the 2018 Toyota Camry, beautiful vehicle, did things I didn't think were even possible in the car. If I won the lottery, I would get. I'm telling you that. I'm not joking. But the red on that car matching the theme of the night. Winona taking on Calhoun City. That banner, by the way, said redemption for Calhoun. Or I think it was that.
They wanted this game. They got it. Calhoun
City.
They
did. And so it got off to a perfect start for Calhoun City. Picked off by Chadarius Hill. That leads to points. Anthony Campbell pops out of the pile for the touchdown. 2-point conversion, no good. So it's 6-0 Wildcats right off the bat. Oh no, gets worse for Tyler Moore and Winona. Throws across the middle, he's picked off by Davion Hall. So back-to-back possessions, beautiful field position for Calhoun City.
Danger mode?
But Winona's defense up to the task tonight. JoJo Gray looking for anyone, but he can't find anyone. So he throws it out of the field of play. So Winona gets the stop on 4th down. It would be the theme of the night after another 4th down stop. Here's DJ Ringo out of deep in his own territory. Grown man run, 20-yard run. Go DJ. And then one more time. Tyler Moore up the middle. This guy, you want to call him Oil Can.
I want to call him Oil Can. He's slippery.
Slippery, but
he
that's
just
a
slicks right
grown man
through.
charge right there. And then here's Oil Can one more time. Tyler going to slip through that defense for the touchdown. That was a statement drive by Winona right before the end of the first half. And that's how it would go. Tyler Moore threw a touchdown pass. 30 seconds left in this one as the Cardiac Cats from Winona are going to their first ever state title game, beating the defending champs, Calhoun City, 22-14. Winona, the real deal, man.
And
How about that?
We thought they were a year away because they're a very heavy junior team.
Yep.
But they're all in. They're going to play for a state championship for the first time, as you mentioned, in program history. They will take on the Tartars of Taylorsville. That game will be on Friday, next Friday, from Vaught Hemingway Stadium at 3 o'clock p.m. So, we got 2 area teams in.
2 for 2.
Could we go 3 for 3? Starkville, another rematch. We had all sorts of rematches tonight. The Jackets taking on Madison Central, and this game was berserk. It was weird. This is the first play of the game, by the way. Malik Brown, Rufus Harvey on target. 49 yards down inside the 15. You know a guy who likes that catch right there? Mr. Starkville, A.J. Brown. Had himself a nice night last night. He enjoyed the game tonight. And then the next play, Drake Clark right up the middle, 13-yard touchdown. It's 7-0 Starkville. And the Jackets stinging hard, flying fast. But on the ensuing Madison Central drive, here, Starkville, I got your hammer. Cam White, 68-yard touchdown. We're all tied up at 7. Remember, this game was a 14-6 final back on October 13th when these two teams played at Starkville. We would surpass that score total on this play. 2 minutes into the entire game. Drake Clark, 80 yards, untouched. It's 14-7 Starkville after 1. Yeah, it was 14-all.
It was just Thanksgiving. He wants more leftovers.
14-all at the half. What can't Drake Clark do? Because look at this. Tossing! He's passing! Jaleel Clemens with the touchdown. It's 27-24 Starkville late in the 4th, but under a minute to go, they ran a toss pitch. All they had to do was run the clock out. Instead, it's a fumble. Madison Central covers. So, under 10 seconds, Jimmy Holiday from Madison Central scrambling. He fumbles. Starkville recovers, and they win it on the last play of the game with the fumble recovery. 27-24. I told you it was crazy.
Wow, that is insane.
Starkville's going to go play for the 6A state championship next Friday against the Pearl Pirates. Now, one thing to keep an eye on, Malik Brown had to be helped off the field by teammates at the end of the game. We don't know the extent of the injury, but a true freshman, Luke Altmaier, is going to have to come possibly to the saving grace for Starkville for that game. So keep an eye on the quarterback position going into that state title game against a really good Pearl team that beat Meridian 52-12 tonight. So we're 3 for 3. Can we go 4 for 4?
4 for 4? I think so.
Yeah.
West Point taking on Olive Branch. Another rematch. This one very similar to the first one. Jason Brownlee, have yourself a night, young man. He's going against Jalen Reed, a Mississippi State commit.
Jason Brownlee just owns Jalen Reed.
He does, man. And he had another big night. 5 for 150 and 2 TDs, I think. So it's 7-0 West Point. Let's just bring up the turnover belt. Tip drill, here we go. Xavier Fair with the interception. West Point in business. It's 19-0. Hey, speaking of Mississippi State commits, Marcus Murphy, Mr. Football. The deuce is loose. See ya. Off to the races for the touchdown. They'd be called back for a chop block. Oh, give me a break.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. West Point goes on to win 39-6. Light work. West Point against the world. I want to see it.
West Point wants Bama.
The world, assemble your greatest.
By the way, it was
West
Tyler
Point.
Rupert who had that interception. He had two picks in the first half for West Point, so he was outstanding as DB.
Yep.
Yeah, so Tyler Rupert had the picks. West Point's going to play. No surprise, Hattiesburg. Tigers took care of Laurel, so this was the 5A state title game I think we all expected to have. Fabian Franklin, good luck against that West Point defense. All right, when we come back on the end zone, we have more scores and highlights to get to in Class 1A. The Thunder and Lightning of Nanawaya, Chris Smith and Tamias Glass had to bring it all game against Resurrection. Could they get it done? And could Okolona slay the Goliath that is the Simmons Blue Devils? My gosh, Lamar Harvey's Chieftains very nearly did it. And we'll recap what happened tonight in Class 3A. North Winona and Yazoo County, a bit of a surprising scoreline. We'll tell you that when we come back. Welcome back into the End Zone presented by OCH Regional Medical Center. By the way, stick around for this entire show. We have an awesome End Zone highlight of the year to sort of wrap up the entire season for you after we finish up all our highlights and state title breakdown. So we're 4 for 4, by the way.
4 for 4.
6A, 5A, 4A, 2A. We've all got area teams playing for state championships. What about 1A?
Let's keep it rolling, baby.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's fire it
Let's
up.
go.
Manawai taking on a Resurrection. Boy, the Warriors got all they could handle from those guys down south
Yeah,
from
they're
Resurrection.
tough.
But there was a severe thunderstorm going in Manawai tonight.
Lightning was in the area.
Lightning was in the area. Sound the alarms. 50 yards to the house. It's Chris Smith. Who else? 6-0 Nanawaya before you can blink. Now it's tied 6-6. Eagles running back Colin Thompson. Looks like he's breaking it. Fumble-rooski. Butterfingers on that one. Nanawaya scoops it up, but they fail to take advantage of the turnover. Second quarter we go. Warriors down 12-6. Thunder Roars go indoors. Tobias Glass, look out, rumbling for a first down. That sets up Bryce Stanton beautifully. Power run for the touchdown. Tied at 12. Nanawaya squeaks by 36-32 over Resurrection. Nanawaya is going to the 1A state title.
Great going for Ryan Keaton and the Warriors. All right, that was 1A South, 1A North. Man, how about Okolona taking on Simmons? The Chieftains brought their lunch pail to this game. Block punt midway through the first quarter, and the Chieftains getting good field position, and Okolona's got something working here. Several plays later, let's let Jacory Stanfield finish it off. Short touchdown run. It is 6-0 Okolona, but we have a two-point conversion. We get it. Look at that throw. Deontay Hampton to Jacob Buchanan. Yeah, it's 8-0 Okolona. And later in the first, a bad snap on the punt. Special teams, not very special at Simmons. Another big stop for the Okolona defense and special teams. And this time, it would be DeMarco Robinson right up the middle. It is 14-0 Okolona over Simmons. But Okolona would not score again after that. The Simmons Blue Devils, there's a reason why they're number one. Marquez Pam and the Simmons Blue Devils would get the win 20-14. But boy, Lamar Harvey's Chieftains, do not hang your head in shame. Phenomenal effort. No reason to be upset. Just comes up just short. So your 1A state title game, this is what you and I think both predicted. Simmons Nanawaya will play for the state championship coming up. That'll be coming up next Friday, 11 a.m.
We're so close to
Hemingway
6
Stadium. Very close indeed. We're not going to get 6-6 though because we didn't have a team in 3A. Yazoo County, Kenny Gainwell and Yazoo County, boy, they're on another level. They defeated North Carolina 59-26 for the 3A state championship. That'll be Saturday, 11 a.m. at Vaught Hemingway. Will be Yazoo County versus the artist formerly known as Bassfield. Jefferson Davis County, as the Jaguars able to defeat Forest, so we have a couple counties doing battle for the 3A state title next Saturday. When we return on the End Zone, we dive into West Alabama. And speaking of Okolona almost slaying Goliath, could Sulligent slay Goliath? The Fife Red Devils have lost 2 games in 4 years. Add another game to that list. And we're going to bring it with the Bulldogs. Could Vernon take down Lynette tonight? Lamar County trying to give everything they can for that ball game. And we're ready to mount up with the Stallions of South Lamar. Buster Griffin and South Lamar ready to bring it to Addison. We'll tell you who they're playing next week. It's a good team.
Back into the End Zone. Let's go see our friends in West Alabama. David versus Goliath. Robbie, you mentioned it. Fife has lost 2 games in 4 years.
55-2.
That's light work.
That's insane.
The Red Devils score here. Peyton Anderson on the touchdown. But not so fast, says the Blue Devils of Sulligent. Jaron Scott to C.J. McLemore out in the open field. That's a first down. Let's keep it rolling, Blue Devils. Tyreek Metcalf on the jet sweep. Get out of his way, Red Devils. There's only one devil in this house, and it's the Blue Devils. And on 4th down, just give me some more CJ. Jaron Scott drops a dime into McLemore for the touchdown. Give me all of Sulligent. I'm wearing the helmet. Sulligent defeats Fife. That's their 3rd loss in 4 years. Sullivan is on to a state semifinal. Go
That's
Blue
right.
Devils. That's what I'm talking about.
Marco Maston got that touchdown, by the way. So
Let's
Sullivan
go.
wins it 35-28.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
there you are. There's Tom wearing the helmet. Way to go, Daniel Merchant and the Blue Devils. They will take on the winner of Lynette, Lamar County. Could we get a Lamar County rivalry winner place for a state
Yes,
championship?
Maybe. Hopefully.
Well, not a bad start for Vernon. TJ Eskridge going to find Isaac Whittle, short pickup for 5 yards. And then after that, Eskridge going to hook up with Tay Buchanan, another short pickup. But it's the length and the athleticism of Lynette that just really gave Vernon all sorts of problems. This would be a pick six right here for the Panthers. Nothing to be ashamed of if you're Vernon. Lamar County, a great storybook season, but it comes to an end as they fall to Lynette 47-7. So Sullivan will be at Lynette. That's on the other side of Alabama, by the way.
About 3 hours and 52 minutes or more.
Long way away. So that'll be for the play for the state title coming up.
Fighting Joey Barnes.
Eventually get to the state title next Friday. South Lamar taking on Addison, giving up an early score. That's Jack Dowdle to Jarrett Bryant. Huge gain. And then Dowdle, quarterback sneak. That's good for the touchdown. South Lamar goes up 7-6 on the next possession. The Stallion, don't worry, we're going to get you some more points here.
It, man.
Here's Buster. Buster Griffin breaking a big gain for a first down into Addison territory a few plays later. This is Horatio Washington, and he just goes right up the middle and
Excuse me, number 14.
Yeah, right through the Addison defense for the touchdown.
Good
It's
grief.
14-6 South Lamar, and the Stallions would keep their foot on the gas. Washington, actually, this is Buster Griffin right here, making another big run. He's going to get inside the Addison red zone. Very nearly
All
got
gas,
himself
no brakes.
to the end zone. He would get himself. No, they would count him out at the 1 yard
that's a
line.
touchdown.
Dowdle, another quarterback sneak for the score. South Lamar, the Stallions win at 34-20 as they are moving on in the 1A playoffs against, guess who? Pickens County. The
More
Tornadoes.
area matchups.
The
Yes.
Tornadoes and Stallions will play again. Once again, Pickens County will be hosting. That will be next Friday between the Tornadoes and the Stallions. So Sullivan will be on the road. Pickens County will host South Lamar next Friday in West Alabama.
How lucky are we, all these area matchups?
So many great area
What a
matchups.
time to
All
be
right,
alive.
we'll talk a little more about those state championship matchups. Don't go anywhere here in the end zone. All right, welcome back into the End Zone presented by OCH Regional Medical Center. So your state championships for next week. Friday will be Nanawaya taking on Simmons. It's 11 a.m. on Friday. 3 p.m. game will be Winona taking on Taylorsville. 7 p.m. game Friday night will be Starkville taking on Pearl. Your Saturday game then will be Yazoo County taking on Jefferson Davis County. So that's 11 a.m. Saturday. 3 p.m. game will be Knoxville East Central on Saturday. 7 p.m. game, the last game, will be West Point Hattiesburg. All these games will be played in Oxford at Vaught Hemingway Stadium. Do you have a favorite of those 6 games?
I was about to say, do you think the people who made this schedule might have thought West Point Hattiesburg, let's make that one the last state championship? That's quite an encore.
That could be the best one out of all of them. But I mean, they're all going to be great games.
Yeah, I think so. And I'd be really interested to see what happens with Starkville too.
Yeah.
I hope Malik Brown's okay.
I hope he's okay, but I would imagine that Chris Jones is going to find a way to use that to his advantage on the offense.
I think so as well.
Yeah. And then we got 2 West Alabama games, Sullivan going to Lynette, and then Pickens County hosting South Lamar. So even though this is our last End Zone show of the 2017 season, we're not done. We've got plenty of high school football next weekend. So, and we also have the SEC championship. We'll decide all of that next week. So it's going to be a lot of fun going into that high school football Friday coming up next Friday and next Saturday. By the way, I will be in Oxford, so I'll get a chance for all the state championship games. Should be a lot of fun. All right, but when we come back, we're going to put a bow on the entire 2017 high school football season with a special highlight. Don't go anywhere. We'll have it when we come back. Welcome back into the End Zone. As you know by now, this is our final 2017 End Zone show of the year. Tom and I, this is our second year together. Gotta say, this has been the most enjoyable and most fun that we've had together, and it's all because of you. For those of you who watched, interacted, for all the players, coaches, fans, everyone in the communities that make the End Zone what it is, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You make this show what it is and make it so much fun for both of us every single Friday night of covering high school football. So there's really only one way to finish off the high school football season for us here in the End Zone, and that's, of course, with a highlight video. So from all of us here at WCBI, everyone in the back room, everyone inside this building that does a phenomenal job every Friday night, we thank you for watching. Enjoy the highlight video. We're wearing helmets. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you in 2018.
sky, 'cause you're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart. 'Cause you're a sky, 'cause you're a sky full of stars. 'Cause you light up the path. I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. 'Cause in the sky, 'cause in the sky full of stars, I think I saw you. Cause you're a sky full of stars. I wanna die in your arms. Cause you get lighter the more it gets dark. I'm gonna give you my heart. I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. 'Cause in the sky, 'cause in the sky full of stars, I think I see you. I think I see you.
The WCBI EndZone Show with Robbie Donahoe and Tom Ebel is brought to you by OCH Regional Medical Center, Calhoun Toyota, East Mississippi Community College, and Max South.